Wow, what's up, you guys? It's been a minute. JR, you were at Wadapalooza and then sick, maybe?
Not maybe. Extremely sick. Yes.
Oh, did you have the Noro?
Not flu.
Quentin's sick, and I feel like Quentin gets sick every single month.
His was like, I think he had Nora. I think it was like vomiting and diarrhea. That's like the only symptoms I didn't have.
Well, that's good. Those are the worst. For me, those are the worst symptoms. I hate being nauseous. Real quick, you guys, if you haven't already, go over to games.crossfit.com or just go to crossfit.com and register for the motherfucking CrossFit Open, okay? And here's the only reason you need to sign up for the CrossFit Open. If you claim that you do CrossFit, then you should be doing the Open and using it as your yearly benchmark measuring stick for either your increase in work capacity across broad time modal domains or your decrease in work capacity across broad time modal domains. It's the perfect test of fitness because it's unknown and unknowable, so it forces you to train in a broad, general, and inclusive way. And that's how you get fitter, not by just doing 5x5 deadlift, 5K, and max strict pull-ups every single week because you know that is your test. You need something challenging that you have no idea what it is to prepare for, and that will force you to prepare for anything and everything under the sun, and you'll be fucking fitter for it. So just go do it. Okay, guys? Is my audio crackly? Austin? Can I get a repeat? Am I just not putting this bad boy in my mouth deep enough? Yes, Kipping. We're going to discuss the repeat, you dingus. But anyways, just starting with this, sign up for the Open. Second thing, shout out to our sponsors, Ridgeline Group, Brandon Lecoq, Epic Realty, great guy, Army Ranger. If you need anything buy or sell house related, please reach out to him. Let me go over to his Instagram page. Boom. This is where you can find Brandon. Dopest real estate agent. He's in Colorado Springs. Veteran. Dope ass dude. Oh, that's a cool house. Handicap ramp. So I know that anyone on the PFAA would be able to live there. Wow, sorry. Okay. Anyways, Brandon, hit him up. Our next guy. Where is... Whatever. I'm just going to out his ass. Proven business plans. Corey Polito. Dopest dude. Sevenista. Check this guy out. Oh, we have so much Scarlet Oaks Farm gear too. But great dude. Huge sponsor of the show. Of course, we've got Homegrown Relief. Of course, we've got Patrick Mitrovich, fittest insurance agent on the planet. And then my friend Roland, who's from Spartanburg, actually, with Elevate Concrete. We're getting the gym put up this week. Pretty stoked about that. You know?
You getting the gym what this week?
My barn gym, my building is getting put up on top of this concrete pad, that Elevate concrete board. So I'm pretty stoked about that. It's gonna be sick.
What kind of building are you putting there?
It is a 24 by 35 foot metal garage, 2 bays. It's not super tall. It might be a little. How tall is your building?
Like the beams that I hang the rings from are probably like 13 feet.
I think it'll be 13 feet. So like 12 or 13 feet. So I'll be able to do ring stuff, but I'll have to have a low rope and I'll just do like seated reps or whatever.
Right.
Oh shit. Brandon Gomez, Taylor, I'd like to invite you to my affiliate. Then after we can drive to the El Paso border and get all the beans. What do you mean by beans? Not sure what you mean there. All right. Here's what we're going to start with today. First off, we should go to the NorCal leaderboard. I am on Instagram, but I want to search Monster Games. We're going to talk about the Monster Games qualifiers. We're going to talk about the NorCal Classic leaderboard. And then we're going to talk about Dave's repeat open workout hint. All right, let's start with NorCal. Wow. This guy didn't even need an invite. He took his pants off and he shafted everyone else in the men's division, including Nick Matthew. Absolutely destroyed him.
You want to go through the workouts real quick or no?
Yeah. Let me go to Instagram, pull up the workouts.
I think you can just do it from here.
I can see them. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I think if you.
Oh, I just clicked the info button. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, workout 1, scenic route. This workout is 3 rounds for time. 2 right, 2 left, 4 right, 4 left, 6 right, 6 left, 8 right, 8 left, 10 right, 10 left. Dumbbell snatches. Then 100 feet of traveling dubs. A lot of people made fun of this workout because they're pussies. And I actually liked it. I like traveling double unders. I think it forces you to have coordination, which is not tested a lot of the time. And I do think I really get frustrated when athletes at the highest level complain about having to have a skill that they've never practiced before. Hey, dude, it's called being an athlete. So I like this workout. What did you think? You can shit on it. Please do. Everybody else has.
I didn't like the traveling double unders, not because I don't think it requires fitness. I think a lot of movements require fitness that you don't have to necessarily enjoy. But I wonder if the same people like me who don't really care for the movement would have liked it if it was, so this is 30 on each arm per round. What if it was 30 backwards double unders or reverse double unders, whatever you wanted to call them? Like I've seen people be really proficient at that and it looks good. Like it doesn't look silly or clunky or whatever. Yeah. So I wonder if it was just a different form of double under, if they brought back the crossover double under, like whatever, would people still feel the same way? Or if it's just because you were actually having locomotion when you were doing it. I think for me,
double under is a great idea. What were we going to say?
And in this workout too, I mean, I guess what I liked about it is that the traveling double unders didn't decide the workout. Mm-hmm. So I think for a lot of people, the rounds of 8 and 10, especially on rounds 2 and 3, the non-elite athletes tend to get a little bit nasty because that's 30 on each arm per round. So that's 180 total. And for a lot of people, that's like 24.1 volume that just starts to kind of crush them a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I like the workout. I like the idea of backward double unders. I didn't even think about that. I'd be interested to know if Blair and Ben had thought of that. I still do like the traveling double unders a lot. It's like reminds me of like watching that movie Southpaw and pretending I was Jake Gyllenhaal for like a couple years and just jumping rope all the time. Sick workout.
I think last year in their qualifier, they did broad jumps for 25 feet. So
they did.
Kind of fits that theme.
For sure.
Yeah.
Next workout is 40, 30 cal row, then build to a heavy 3 power clean. You basically have a 5-minute window to row this chunk of calories and then to do 3 reps. They don't have to be touch and go. Same thing here at the 5-minute mark. You're going to start the same thing, just squat cleans. I like that somebody finally has the balls to do power. I like that. I think it's fucking cool. I'm not sure that I like the format. It's like whenever there's like a monostructural, then build to a heavy this, monostructural, then build to a heavy that. It's kind of just like, it's just that all that matters is the power clean or the squat clean. The row doesn't matter at all. So why is it in there? It's just a throwaway. So I wonder about maybe a different format. Like maybe it's an EMOM, an alternating minutes for like say 6 alternating minutes. Minute 1, you have a set amount of calories that you have to complete in a minute. And then the next minute you get to make a power clean triple attempt. And then you cycle that for 3 sets. And then at the 6-minute mark, you do it again just with squat cleans. But then you make the calorie row like kind of challenging. Like it's a 16 calorie row on minute 1 and then 3 rep power clean minute 2. I think that would be cool. But I don't like a throwaway. It's in there for no reason.
Yeah, I agree. It was a buy-in. It was a little bit of pre-fatigue, whatever. But the amount of time people had for the power cleans, it ended up being kind of like an EMOM. What I would have done with it is said with a 5-minute clock, 3 minutes max cals, 2 minutes to establish a 3 rep, then again, and then at the end you add your 2 3-minute cal totals to your pounds. So if you want to row harder and you know that, hey, I can probably only hit 215, but someone else hits 220 and you row 5 calories harder, then you end up tying them. So like, I think that it would give a little bit more strategy, and it would make the row matter because you can't dog it.
It would make the row matter, but I feel like with that movement combination, you just favor one type of athlete. The athlete that's going to do well in the power clean and the squat clean is going to be able to row really hard too. I don't know. Just my take. Heidi, I'm here to hear Taylor apologize for his outburst earlier.
What happened?
Well, you came to the right place, Heidi. I'm sorry for my outburst earlier. I did get a little out of control, but people need to fucking remember, Kill Taylor is... There's only one version of me that you're going to get on that show. So don't cry about it. But I am sorry. I should have checked myself.
So should I go back and watch it or no?
I just called Heidi like a fucktard or something. Nothing crazy, I don't think. I didn't go that hard. Oh, Jason was in the comments and we destroyed him. But other than that, I don't think I did anything too crazy.
All right, next, one-way ticket?
Yeah, one-way ticket.
That's the death by. Yeah,
I loved that workout.
Yeah, it's cool that it was great. I thought that they gave the fit people an opportunity to go really long, and I think going really long in a qualifier is not what you see a lot. So that's good.
Yep. The regional workout I just don't like that it's not mandated step down. So I mean, I get it. You're letting athletes be athletes, but in my opinion,
that's one of the oldest workouts I think ever written that still holds up as a really
that's a disgusting workout. But I still for sure think that you have to mandate a step down. And it's also wild that Colton took. Well, I guess he's great at deadlifting, but max handstand hold, I like that, and I like the max handstand hold because of the power or no workout. Like I like balancing. And NorCal is one of the only competitions to do this, which I give them a ton of fucking credit for. And when people complain, like, dude, I get defensive of Blair and Ben when people complain about their programming because they're one of the only competitions that will actually balance a single modality weightlifting workout with a gymnastic skill that's hard as fuck. And they do it in their qualifiers. They do it in in-person events as well. If they're going to do a heavy workout, you can bet your fucking bottom dollar they're doing a gymnastic skill that's going to expose people who can't pick up something new on the fly. They do that. Now, the traveling double under is not a gymnastic skill, but it's still a high skill. The bar complexes last year, in-person competition, the handstand holds here. They do a lot of just cool things. So,
yeah, I would say the only thing that where'd you go? Okay, just me. The only thing about the handstand hold, that I really had a problem with is the way that it was presented in that workout. So the way that it was presented is you hold for max time, but then at the 3-minute mark, you have to start your Metcon. So you are punished for excelling at that event by not getting any rest going into the next one. Yeah. And it will inevitably make your handstand push-ups and toes to bar way harder. Yeah. So in a situation like that, the only thing that I would have done is I would have mandated your rest. So Taylor, if you hold for a minute, you have a 2-minute rest. And then at the 3-minute mark, you have to start your Metcon. If I hold for 3 minutes, I also get a 2-minute rest and I start my Metcon at the 5-minute mark. Yeah. So we both get the same amount of recovery after whatever our max is.
You know what I think they should have done? They should have made your rest 1-to-1.
So you think you should have gotten more rest the longer you held?
Yeah, for sure. Rewarded for it. I mean,
that's fine. I mean, I think that would basically do the same thing.
It would do the same thing. I think there's a margin of like, okay, if you hold for a minute and get 2 minutes of rest, you're fully recovered. If you hold for 3 minutes and get 2 minutes of rest, you're still fucking fried, I think. Sure. So I feel like 1-to-1.
But it's a max attempt though, so it's probably relative. Like the amount you exerted to hold a minute is probably the same as I did to hold 2.
That's crazy. I guess some girl or guy, could be a guy, Sam, did a full 3-minute hole and still did well on the second part.
That is really impressive.
Just kidding. I know that's a girl, but that's crazy. Oh, darn. Standy got excited that I wasn't there. Hey, Standy, you should go watch a different show if you hate me, bro. Maybe go check out Be Friendly. I'm sure you'll be super interested in anything they have to say. All right. And then the final workout, 50-40 cal bike. I hated, this is the only thing I disliked about their qualifier was that they did not tell you echo bike or assault bike. They allowed you to choose. I think it's dumb, but I do also know that if that's the reason you didn't qualify, you had no business being there in the first place. So at the end of the day, I don't think it affects the top of the leaderboard. I just like consistency across the board, and they should have mandated it. Echo bike, I can see their argument for getting more people to do it, and also the argument of it's not going to affect the top of the leaderboard, and I do believe that wholeheartedly. Otherwise, it's a good workout. Thoughts?
Yeah, a lot of shoulder stamina in this one for both workouts. Obviously the hold, and then this one I think was all shoulders too, especially because the tie break was the bike, so you couldn't really go super easy on the bike. Finishing on the lunge was nasty after all the handstand push-ups and toes to bar. So yeah, it was very true to what I think of when I think of their programming, for sure.
Oh, true. Matt says that's Standy's love language, Taylor. That means she likes you. I bet Standy's like that girl who like bullies you on the playground. Like she's that girl that comes up behind you and kicks you in between the fucking legs as hard as she can because she has a crush on you. You know, that kind of like retard. Like you can't emotionally regulate yourself. It's crazy. Oh, by the way, just got these beef chips in the mail. Yes, that's right. I said beef chips. If you guys want to read the food label. It's 45 fucking grams of protein and 5 grams of fat in one of these. And it's basically beef jerky, but they are like chips. The ingredients are beef. You heard it right. Beef, garlic, salt, and cayenne. And dude, these are fucking amazing. High ground, dried beef chips. Gluten-free, no artificial colors, no preservatives. Holy shit. These are really good. The guy's thinking about sponsoring the show. You notice this bag's half eaten because Lizzie ate it, and we actually got into a marital dispute earlier about these chips. I told her she couldn't eat any because I had to eat them only on the show. She said, fuck you, they're too good. I need them. Here we are. Have you gotten yours yet?
No, not yet, but I'm looking out for it.
Dude, you're gonna fuck with these so hard as a snack. Isn't that crazy macros? 46 G's of protein.
Yeah, that's awesome. How many ounces is it? A serving?
It's 2 ounces in a bag. That's it.
Gotcha. All right, leaderboard. Go through it.
Right. Men. Colton dick smacked everyone. That's crazy. I am surprised by Nick Matthew, but I think the only reason he's up here is because of this regionals workout. He's an insane deadlifter, and because of this power and non workout.
I mean, his worst score is an 18. So
no, it's not. His worst score is 31st, brother.
That's it. No man.
And that's not a workout that you want to do bad in if you're like a CrossFit athlete at all. IMO. Selvan Ramjatan, don't know who that is. Max Tree, good guy. I'm sure Selvan's a great guy too. I just don't know who he is. Nicholas Bedon, don't know who that is. Oh, CrossFit Hell's Kitchen. That reminds me of the book Mafia Summer. Have you ever read that book?
No.
Great book. Drake Lewis, Wasatch, great dude. Fucking great guy. I love Drake. Chris Ibarra, punk ass bitch. You guys know who he is.
I like Chris.
I begrudgingly kind of like him. But also, Chris, you can't complain about being out of shape here anymore, buddy. You've had a lot of time to get back into shape, and you're still doing worse than guys who've never made the CrossFit Games in a qualifier. Shame on you. Do better. Sam Quant. I'm surprised at an 11th there. What do you think there?
Look at Ilya's weight.
Oh, Jesus. 722?
I mean, Colton was 656.
Holy shit.
That's insane.
I mean, hey, that's the guy from NorCal. Right. He was there. He's the only guy that beat me in the snatch event.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys like that? You guys listening like that? I destroyed Tudor Magda in a 1-rep max snatch, and the only guy to beat me was Ukrainian weightlifter.
It's cool to see Anthony Yim, I think Kiefer coaches him. He was at Crucible this year.
His dad was causing a ruckus at Crucible.
Sam Quant, that's crazy. Cool to see him on the leaderboard.
It's cool, but are you shocked that he's that low? I'm kind of shocked.
I'm not. I think his deadlift score is insanity. 2 minutes is ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. His handstand hold is really good. That's
right.
2 minutes.
Yeah, but he's an 11th. Everything else sucked ass.
I think it's
maybe not everything.
I imagine this was not something that Sam peaked for. So I think it's good.
Yeah, but it's not something Colton peaked for either, bro. It's also not something that none of these guys peaked for this.
It's 5 workouts, dude. I mean, as long as he's qualifying, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Jace Brooks. Is this the Jace who called in to kill Taylor?
I think so. I just think it's cool that like perennial games or former games athletes, any of them, were like, hey, you never know what's going to happen this season. This is the last time that I'm going to have a chance to qualify for the games before the last chance qualifier. I should probably go ahead and do this. And it doesn't look like a bunch of the guys did it at all.
No. Adams. That's a name we know well. Cool. Let's go to the women. Matilde Garns. I'm a little surprised. A little Euro is going to be flying into California, Northern California. Caitlin Sanders. She competed at Crash, right?
Yep.
Andre Solberg, another Euro coming to the great United States of America, the best ever. Crazy. That's a lot of travel. Kerstetter, great kid, awesome person. Stoked to see her there. Laura Driscoll. I don't know who this is.
I've heard the name, but I don't know if she has been an individual athlete or if she's a team athlete.
The only Driscoll I know of is Jeff Driscoll. So I don't know if there's any relation there. Maybe not. Oda Lund-Ekvam. Oh, it looks like Krieger just all were like, you know what?
Yeah.
Krieger. Maddie Foots, don't know her. CrossFit Junction, though. I feel like that is in Northern California. Carolyn Prevost, perennial. Aubriana Montplaisir, don't know her. Lindsay Lane, crash athlete. There you go, 10th. Wow. Emily must have gotten a penalty. I'm just because she was in 9th, or they just added more people in. I don't know. Emily Rathwell. Oh, Torgiani. She's with what's his name? Conquer athlete. Tommy Pomatico. Cool guy from what I've heard. Hattie Canyo, love her. Abby Domet, beast. Mariana Meza, don't know much about her. Ariel Sanders, wait. Are they related? No.
Ariel Sanders was at Crucible last year before. She's good.
Elia Miller, Rachel Noel. Oh, she was on a team with Danielle Dunlap this past year. Emily White.
And they go to 35, right? That's how many people qualify.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 35 and then 15 invites. So there's a field of 50.
Woo, 15 invites. Henetia Montebello, don't know her. Carissa Stapp, heard of her, don't really know her. Mary Ellen Saunders, she was at Crash. Alexis Kendricks, don't know her. Samantha Pugh, that was the handstand hold girl. Alina Ward, Carson Wolf, that's Kiefer's athlete.
Yeah.
Reese Littlewood, don't know her. Gujborg, I can't pronounce that.
Kendall Gilmore, that's also Kiefer's athlete.
Wow, 33rd, 34th, 30. Fuck. Dude, a lot of people must have put their shit in late. I was hoping Allie would qualify. She was in 22nd or something, or 21st when I checked, and I thought it was closed. Damn.
You never know, though. She still may get a spot. They're going to do video review, and that's just saying that everyone accepts. So you never know.
I fucking hope she gets a spot. Let's see what her worst score is. I just want to know where she's at. Scenic route. Okay. Power. No. One-way ticket. What was that one again?
Bar muscle up.
Ah, really, dude? I thought her score on that was going to be really, really solid. The handstand. Okay. Handstand hold. Interesting. Interesting. So really, the handstand hold's like by far the worst one, and the others are all pretty like Scenic route, she smashed. These other 4, it seems to me she's like tracking in the right direction. Like maybe her fitness is where like, okay, she's 30s to 40s across the board. But this one, I would imagine if she were at a minute, maybe, you take that to a 40th and she's probably in a qualifying position, you think?
Yeah, I don't know where the log jam was, but I'm sure there's a crazy bottleneck at whatever around like 110 to 120 or 45 seconds to 55 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, that handstand hold is what kept her out. So 40 points and she's in a qualifying spot. Fucking balls. All right. I'm going to send her some stuff to work on her handstands. Cool. Overall, I love it. NorCal, bravo. Great work. Let's head over to Monster Games. Monster Games. Share this tab. All right. Let's see. Will they just put the workouts on a picture and not make me fucking watch all these videos? Oh, God. Who's this guy right here? Do you know who this is? Never seen him. Never heard of him. Wow, that guy looks like a brick shithouse. Okay, this workout, I honestly, they did something similar to this last year. Not a huge fan of it because it is so like out of left field, strategy based. You could easily fuck it up. And I'm like, like what? I mean, I guess that's cool, but I would rather it be like you can break this up however you want, not you have to do your thrusters and then go to the toes bar and you can't go back to thrusters. So basically how this works is 2 minutes of work, 2 minutes of rest for 5 rounds. Love that format. 20 cal row, 16 cal row for women buy-in. Then you have, you choose basically. You got to do max reps thrusters. That's going to be your score. Your thrusters only count if you can complete 20 toes to bar before your 2-minute window expires. Okay. So, and you can't go to toes to bar, then go back to thrusters. So once you're done with your thrusters and you do your first toes to bar, you have to stay on toes to bar. So basically you have to decide how much time am I going to allot myself for toes to bar every round? I don't know. What do you think?
I think if I'm riding it, it's 2 on, 2 off. I just put the toes to bar before the thruster. And it's just what I do.
Right.
But the whole like strategy, hey, you may only need, what is that, 40 seconds for a lot of people. It's 30 seconds really. You can do 40 in a minute. So let's just say that's 30 seconds, right, for the best people. Okay, I need 30 seconds. I need 45 seconds on the row. I need a transition of 5 seconds. Like, okay, cool. I'm going to do this many thrusters every single round. And then by the last round, you're like, nope, I can only do 15 thrusters because there's no way I can do my toes to bar in 40 seconds anymore. Like, I don't know. Like, it is a lot. There is a lot of strategy. But redoing a workout like this is gonna hurt for sure. So.
Yeah, Morgan did it and failed her last round of toes to bar. So definitely has to redo it.
So like so that means none of her thrusters only in interval 5 don't count.
Correct. And she failed it on like by 4 toes to bar, I think, and just completely blew up. I mean, it's different. For the sake that it's varied and different, I like it. So maybe I should just go shut the fuck up. I mean, the more I think about them, I'm like, well, it's different. It's getting people to do something different, and that's cool. I also really do like the theme of Yellowstone. That's cool. Although Beth Dutton's a massive bitch, but otherwise, sick workout. Train station. The Long Black Train. What a good show. All right, let's see this. This one's called Train Station. It means you're going to fucking die. That's what the train station is. Oh, God. Yeah, this workout's crazy. 60 bar facing burpees, 30 squat cleans. 40 bar facing burpees, 20 squat cleans. 185, 125 on the first bar, 225, 155 on the second bar. Best in the world, I think, have got to be sub 12, maybe.
Let's see. 3.
Like, I bet Colton could be sub 12. Yeah. Maybe even sub 11.
Yeah, sub 12. Have you already looked at these?
What, all the workouts?
Yeah.
Well, I've looked at most of them. Let's
Is
see.
that the heavy or no?
No, there's another heavy, and I'm not. When we get there, you're not gonna like it. So event 1, event 2, so far so good. I like them so far. Event 3, rip. This is cool. Lots of shuttle runs here. Just real quick, in the future, Monster Games guy, create a screen that's just a picture so I don't have to listen to you. Love you. All right. And you can call me a fucking asshole. I already know that I am one, but this would just make our lives way easier. Okay. 0 to 10, an AMRAP of 10 chest to bars, 5 shuttle runs, 10 box jump overs. Then you get a minute of rest and you go into another 10-minute AMRAP, 5 shuttle runs, 10 box jump overs, 5 bar muscle ups. I don't dislike that. It's a body weight, first workout. You've got toes to bar, thrusters, rowing. So you got a little bit of hanging already, but you have a really squatty movement. Next workout, you have burpees and more squatting. What do you know? Then this workout, you've got some more hanging, shuttle runs, and box jump overs. Not really any pressing to this point. Okay, so let's see what's next. What do you think about this workout, JR?
I like that it's long. I mean, whenever there's a qualifier and there's something 20 minutes that's actual fitness based, yeah. I'm usually a fan of it.
Yeah. Now this is an interesting one. This is basically on a running clock. Which I think the concept of is cool. Let's see what this is. All right, so part 1. You have an 8-minute cap to do 20 devil's press, 200 dubs, 20 devil's press. They don't have a ton of they have 50 squat cleans, which is a lot of hinging. So I don't know. I guess I like this workout, but you also have shuttle runs and box jump overs. Now you're jumping again, and you've got a bunch of devil's presses after you've done 50 squat cleans. I don't know. I don't hate it. I like the workout in and of itself.
If I was doing a qualifier and I had a workout with that many bar facing burpees or burpees in general, I just wouldn't pick a devil's
about that. Yeah.
I just wouldn't pick a devil's press. I mean, you could do dual snatches with 50s and that workout's probably the same. So like I haven't seen a snatch yet, but maybe there's a snatch coming and that's why they didn't want to do a snatch, like a straight up dumbbell snatch.
I don't know. 2 forms of burpees. I will say this. I didn't think about that because I love burpees and I'm not going to complain about it. I think burpees are fucking the most functional exercise you can do. So if you're going to squat twice in the competition, I think you should get up and off the ground twice. I don't hate it.
That's a hot take and I'm going to disagree with you. Fuck
you, dude. Why would you disagree with that?
Well, can we do something else like getting up off the, like, does it have to be a burpee twice? Can we not do another form of pressing twice? Because we're just pressing with our legs when we're squatting.
Right. So you're doing a squat twice. Why can't you do a get up off the ground twice?
Is an overhead squat the same as a wall ball or the same as a thruster or the same as a squat clean?
Yes.
No, it's not.
You're still squatting. You could say this. I could argue that a devil's press is as different from a bar facing burpee as an overhead squat is from a front squat.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I understand the argument. I think it's just personal preference.
Shit, fuck ton of dubs. I like it.
I like the chunk of 200. I think that's good. So what is it? It goes into event 6, which is what?
It goes into event 5, which is coming up here.
What's that's 5 and 6 up there?
It says 4, 5, and 6. All right, here we go.
Okay, gotcha.
Now from 10 to 20, you've got another workout with an 8-minute cap. 2 rounds, 40 double dumbbell walking lunge, 4 wall walks. Into 2 rounds, 40 front rack lunges, 40-foot front rack lunge, 16 handstand push-ups. Into 2 rounds, 40-foot mixed lunge, 40-foot handstand walk. I like that, mashup of couplets. The numbers look great. The numbers have looked great all throughout this, to be honest. Bravo, Jacob. I love the numbers. I do like the – he's going to not give a fuck at all that I approve or disapprove. I do – here's the pressing that I was looking for. Thoughts on this one?
Yeah, for this workout on its own, I love it. I think it's really good. I think it's cool. There's a progression. I think it's cool that the gymnastics movements for some are going to be harder. I mean, maybe for others are gonna get easier. I know for a lot of people, they'd still much rather do handstand walk than do wall walk. But yeah, I'm interested to see what this last part is.
I'll tell you right now, you're not going to love it.
You're not the boss of me.
Yeah, no, I'm not the boss of you, bro, but I know you're not going to fucking like it.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that quarterfinals workout with all the lunge variations.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did that for the Masters too, I think the next year. Is it about to come? No.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I wish I knew how to speed it up, but I don't.
Well, we could listen to Jason talk and not just sit in silence.
No, I'd rather us sit in silence.
Okay.
Is that what this guy's name is, Jason?
Yep. He's going to be the competition organizer for all the World Fitness Project workout competitions in the U.S.
Interesting. And here is the final score. Thoughts?
You have 10 minutes to max all 3 and then add it together.
Yeah. You basically already did heavy front squats. You've already done thrusters. And now you've done thrusters, light squats, squat cleans, moderate and heavy. And now you're going to squat again. So you're squatting in 3. It's squat based, I would say. I don't know. You can make an argument that the first one is toe to bar based, but still the thrusters are your score. So you basically have 3 workouts that all depend on squatting. It's a lot of squatting.
Yeah, it is a lot of squatting. I would have to dig in a little bit to the movement selection as far as like the breakdown goes, with like how many times they're pulling, how many times they're pressing, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, in general, especially since you had that progression workout and then you have the double press workout right before it, it didn't look like it in the beginning, but it now looks pretty squat dominant and pressing dominant.
Pressing dominant. Oh, just because of the devil's press, the thrusters, and then that handstand push-up workout?
Overhead lunge, overhead squat. There's just a lot of shoulders. Still pressing out of the thruster. Like there's just a lot of shoulders. There's a lot of loaded overhead. When I look for pulling to balance it, I see hanging reps on toes to bar for 100. I see bar muscle up in chest to bar. So that's pretty good too. There's no rope climb, but really that's all you have an option for, either a rope or rings. We don't have those two. So yeah, that 21-minute AMRAP though, there might be enough pulling in those rounds to balance all the shoulders out. But I would say that these are like aggressive qualifiers for sure. So there's a lot here.
Yeah, aggressive, but I like hard. I just don't necessarily like, what you said, too much redundancy. I just think there's a lot of redundancy here. All right, so that's our review of Monster Games qualifiers. I'm not going to give it a 1 to 10. I like a lot of the workouts on their own. I just think there's a little bit too much squatting altogether.
I think the spread though is varied enough that the right people can get through, which is the whole point of a qualifier.
Yeah, they'll get the right people. Big question here. Well, maybe not a question. I've heard some, and I won't even go as far as to say rumors. I'll just say this. It's very evident that if you're going to come out with a league that is competing with another league, and you can claim as much as you would like to that they're not competing with one another, but World Fitness Project is 1,000% a competitor to the CrossFit Games. And I just think it's despicable for them to come out and say that they want to coexist when we know that ultimately they can't coexist. I
think the idea of a threat or a competitor is all relative, and it's all subjective. So like I can tell you, Taylor, WPTH is like literally my affiliate programming. It's not competitor programming. It's not how fit can you get in 60 minutes. I purposely did this kind of programming because I don't want to compete with Sentinel. And you could get off the show and be like, whatever, JR can kick rocks. I have a 60 track. That's exactly the same thing. It's a 60 track. His class is 60 minutes. That's definitely a competitor. But I can be like, I'm good, dude. I'm not a competitor. I'm trying to stay out of his way. You could see it completely different. So I just think that's worth saying. They may be over there saying, I mean, we're really trying to stay out of their way. Like, we don't want to get in their way.
Okay. Can I pause you here, bro?
But then CrossFit can say, dude, come on. Everything you're doing is in our way. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not, but let me flip it on you like this. You don't have to be exclusive to Sentinel, and you don't have to be exclusive to WPTH. You can pay for both. You can literally pay for both, and they don't affect one another at all. You literally cannot do particular CrossFit Games qualifying events if you're doing a corresponding WFP event. They have a direct conflict, and you're essentially saying, I'm going to separate the pool of athletes, and there are going to be athletes that choose WFP, and there are going to be athletes that choose the games. And I'll tell you this, after one fucking season, it's going to become very, very clear to everyone who's watching that you can't do both well. So the people who do think they can do both well, I think already know it's going to be extremely fucking difficult. And the only way that they'll be able to do it well is if everyone does it, and not everyone's doing it. Not everyone's doing both. So the people who are doing both are going to have a way harder fucking time than the people who aren't. And just period, they're competitors. They conflict with one another. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And also fuck them for trying to destroy the games. And you're not a community event, and you don't care about the community. You care about such a small cohort of people, most of whom don't give fucking back in any way. You have some games athletes who are incredible people, and they give back so fucking much. And they are the tip of the spear and the example that you want to show the person who comes into your gym the first time, hey, this is what's possible. And then you have fucking assholes who will sell their soul for a fucking $30,000 paycheck. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a shame that these World Fitness People Project think that they're going to be successful. I mean, it's just, we'll see.
I mean, yeah, we'll see for sure. You don't do anything because you think you're not going to be successful. So
you do if it's not your money.
Yeah, I think that especially this year, the first year, and thinking it's going to be easy to find venues, or thinking it's going to be easy to find a staff, or thinking it's going to be easy to find equipment crews or find volunteers or whatever, there's definitely going to be some growing pains there. I will absolutely say, though, whatever happens in 2025, in 2026, when they're not giving invites, you're earning your contract because you're finishing at a certain level this year. And there is no, well, maybe I'll get asked, maybe I won't. It's like, no, did you perform and go to the competitions, or did you not? And then, okay, you've had a full year now. Do you have your venues? You can pick whatever you want. You don't know when the CrossFit Games is going to happen. but we know around when everything is going to happen because they change it every year, but it's not like they say, hey, Taylor, 1 year the games is in November and the next year it's in June. They don't do that, right? You have an idea. So at that point, if they're stacked on top of each other, I think that sentiment is 100% warranted. And maybe they'll come out and just say, yeah, we want people to do ours because we think it's better. I don't know.
Here's the thing. One, I love this take. Maybe this is an opportunity to make the CrossFit Games about the affiliates and community. It 100% is, and it will be. The other thing that I could not fucking agree more with is I don't want to watch 80% efforts at a competition. And all you are going to get out of a competition like World Fitness Project are 80% efforts. When you're putting a fucking crown on somebody's head and saying you're the fittest human being on the planet, you are getting die for points effort. Probably shouldn't have used that method, or metaphor, as I just said it. But anyways, people are going to go to the extreme to win. They're going to the extreme to win. And that's why people watch. That's why people watch Kill Taylor. It's why people watch Taylor versus the World. I'm a fucking nobody, but I will literally sell it all to not lose to someone. That's what people want to watch. You're not going to get that with guaranteed contracts. This effort is just not going to be there. It's going to be stupid.
Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. You come to Crash to compete for $5,000 and you'll go just as hard as if it was for 50. So like they're competing for money just like you are. So I don't know.
I'm not competing at Crash for money.
I do think that there will be athletes who will, going into it based on what's coming in the week or 2 or 3 following it or what they did before, will go into it with a certain mindset for sure of like, hey, I want to win and I'm coming here to win, and just, hey, I need to go here and make sure I stay healthy because I need to do this thing in 2 weeks after. So, and really that's going to be centered around that first competition, right? The one that's in May. So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see the programming for it. I'm actually really excited to see the programming for it, not for the online challenger part, but for the in-person thing. It's going to be 3 days. Is it going to be what we think of as a semifinal or a regional? Is it going to be completely different? Are they going to do like an 800-meter run, and then they're going to do a max snatch, and then they're going to do a max unbroken ring muscle up, and then that's all they're going to do for the day? And then they're going to do like, is it going to be more of a show, or is it going to be more of what we think of as far as like who's the fittest out
here? Yeah, I hear you. I also will finish with this. Anyone who leaves the game season to go to WFP, your career's dead because you're not going to bring any eyeballs to you. You're not bringing fans with you to WFP. That's not how it works. And it's a fucking insane notion that just you're going to be forgotten in a year. So it's whatever. All right. That's our show today. You got anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm good.
I broke my neck on the workout this morning. I have to turn like fucking RoboCop. But I did wake up on it funny earlier this week and it was really sore and I just made it more sore.
Is that all you did today?
Yep, that's all I do on Saturdays. I don't do anything else.
I hadn't worked out since Monday night because I came down with the flu Monday night and Tuesday. I was in the bed Tuesday and Wednesday. I didn't work out on Thursday. I didn't work out on Friday. I can't remember the last time I was like didn't work out for 4 days. So this morning for the fundraiser was the first time.
Nice. How did that go? 65 roses?
It was good. Yeah, it was a good crowd.
Do you think Jason would have beat me in that workout? 9 then 3? Honest opinion.
What's the workout?
9 sandbag cleans with the 200, 3 legless. Fuck it. I'm going to jock the stream. Let's go watch how long it takes me. Just because I want you to see it firsthand before you give it. Hold on. Before you give an answer, I want you to fucking see it and watch it.
Well, just tell me how long it took you.
I will tell you how long it took me, but you're also going to
like 45 seconds, 44 seconds, something like that.
42 seconds. Let's just see it real sec, bro. 1 sec, bro. All right, I'm muting this shit. All right.
Stop the racist talk.
Ready?
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
He's gonna be fast, people.
Okay, he did his first teen in 2 seconds.
That's pushy.
Damn, 200 pounds.
How do
Good
we know
morning,
it's
Jeff
200
Bako.
pounds?
You
Can
douche.
you show us the weight of the bag? Over or under how many times Taylor claims the bag isn't heavy enough for people who call in?
Everyone. Every single person. Great extension at the top, like the president of the CAC should do.
Look at that.
You got to the rope in about 27 seconds.
This is gonna be quick.
Is it when he touches the top or when he gets to the ground?
The top.
Touches the top. 42.
Woo!
All right. What do you think?
So the most number of pulls it took you to get to the top was 5. And I don't think there's really any separation on the bag if you're going to do it touch and go, like as long as you don't pause for a long time. So if it's going to come down to legless speed for 3, I don't think he's going to be able to climb the last rep faster. Like that's really all it's going to come down to.
Sorry,
It would be really close, but I'm just counting your pulls, and I'm counting whether or not you let go of the rope, which you didn't, or if you took an extra breath, which you didn't. So like it would be bang bang, but I don't see where he would be able to go faster.
I also feel like I have such fast hips on the sandbag clean, and because I'm a little bit shorter, it is faster for me. Maybe that's not much, but the way you don't look at muscle ups, like typically people don't look at muscle ups and a chunk of unbroken reps and think that that's a place to make up time. Yet I can make up a lot of time on people on a. You know what I mean?
You stay extremely tight when you do them. Yeah.
So I don't know. He was just talking shit, and I wanted him to fucking call in and do it, but he
should have.
Yeah. Well, you heard him. All right, dude. See you guys.